Hi guys, I am really excited to present to you this first pass of your 3D model for the addition to the side of the house here, as well as the ADU, as well as the walk-in closet addition happening up here in the front. So taking a look at the front here, this probably looks very familiar to you, or at least it should, because I'm trying to show that we're not changing the roof or the garage door openings at all. So this is kind of the existing to remain as well as down here. However, since we are building out this new addition and this new roof framing out here, we've got the opportunity to do ourselves a nice little front entry, a pitched roof over the front entry, draw our eye to the front door. And because of that, I want to wing off the balcony. I had a little wing wall here to both help with the view of the roof, to help catch and drain the roof water, the storm water that's going to fall on the roof, and then also just to make things look a little bit cleaned up and in line with the new walk-in closet volume that we're bringing out. So I'm proposing a new guardrail, and we've got all new openings. Even where the openings look like they are existing to remain, we are going to be infilling with new windows or doors. So here are some new doors in the existing location. And then I'm opting to add a small window here at the walk-in closet because I really want natural light and I really want to activate this building facade. I think without the window, it just looks a little heavy and out of place, and I think it just looks so much nicer with a little window there, and I think you'll benefit from seeing a little natural light when you come in to the walk-in closet or that shared hallway space between the closet and the master bathroom. Now, I am also proposing here at the new front entry, adjacent to this covered porch area, I think we've got a perfect little spot for a bench here at the landing with a light above it. But I think there's also an opportunity, and we'll confirm this with the landscape architect depending on what happens out here in the front. But I think we've got this opportunity to incorporate a bench slash storage element here at this intermediate landing. And we can also create a little bit of an address monument. So, when I say storage, this could be for storage for packages that get dropped off, or it could be storage for any number of outdoor elements that you want to have handy in the front yard. But I like being able to have the address monument here, adjacent to the front entry. And so looking at this front elevation, this addition is pretty simply framed and built up. It's a simple gable, and we've got ourselves a large set of windows here at the living room. This window here at the side would be operable. And then we've got a pair or a match to this big window here. We've got another big window here happening at the dining room. And we've got operable windows on the side of the dining room. I'm opting to vault the ceiling here in the dining room. And I'm vaulting this opening, this cased opening between the dining room and the living room. And that vaulted ceiling carries across here into the living room. I'm just really excited about this space. And so as we continue around here, this is the side elevation. Just a couple simple, you know what, actually, hold on. This window here should probably just be a double. There we go. A double wide, I mean. A double wide instead of a double window. So the two outside windows will be operable. This middle one will be fixed. And oh, that's just gonna look so nice. And there's not a lot of windows here at the side. I was kind of surprised by this, but we're really just looking at the dining room, a window here in the pantry, and then if we look and if I turn down the opacity of the walls here, we're really seeing just inside the walk-in pantry, a lot of attic space happening above the vaulted dining room and then above the vaulted kitchen, but this is all cabinetry. And there's not really a good spot to fit another window in on the side here. So not too many windows on the side, but that's okay. So we'll continue around the side here. And now it's going to get really interesting, right? Because now we're looking at the back half of the new great room. And in addition to the pergola, these are the existing palm trees. In addition to the pergola, though the framing out here is simple and we're not doing a lot of windows here at the kitchen, I thought in addition to these kitchen windows, let's do a grouped array of skylights here above the kitchen island, as well as above the family room to bring in some light that's otherwise being blocked by this new pergola element. This new pergola is fantastic. It's covered. You can come out here and get a ton of work done on a laptop or on your phone without diagonal stripes of light and shadow hitting your phone. But this covered pergola kind of hurts the natural lighting in this space when we're inside this family room. So let's do this grouped array of skylights up here, as well as here above the kitchen island. And I would say, given your concerns about smelly cooking, this skylight here can easily be operable. They're all sized to be either operable or fixed, but this one here could be operable. So that when cooking gets smelly, you can crank open the skylight to help vent the smells, as well as opening these double casement windows here at the sink. But we've got ourselves a nice raised pergola, raised platform up here to catch up to the existing finished floor height that we have here. And these bifolding doors will open out and stack mostly to one side here, but we do have one that swings open independently for the ease of getting out here day to day. Because this bifolding thing, it's not that hard to do, but it's not exactly easy either. So you're not going to be doing this every day, I don't imagine. And then looking at the back, no changes here really. This is the existing roofing, existing window openings, just new windows, existing door openings, just new doors to take advantage of the existing openings, and just some slight modifications to the roofing. I think the existing gable here is just a little too busy given the new ADU that we're building here. So let's just simplify and chop things back. And the roof will shed down to a gutter, we'll have a downspout, but it's just a very, very simple shed, and it won't be as obtrusive into this covered patio area. And then as we look at the rest of the second floor side yard, really no changes here, right? Existing garage door, existing meters, existing window in your laundry room, existing openings in that downstairs office space. Upstairs, I'm adding a new window for this corner bedroom. And we've got existing windows at the bathroom, an existing window opening at the master bathroom. Here, though, I'm adding a new skylight into the bathroom area. So we've got sinks. We've got sinks here, and I'm going to add a skylight that's going to spill light down into this area. So combined with the window that I'm proposing in the walk-in closet, I feel like both of these spaces will be nicely lit up. Okay, so there's that skylight there. Oh, and here's another skylight that I'm adding. I was talking about adding a window along the wall for the stairs, but obviously with this huge new roof, it's not going to work out. But a new skylight here that brings light to the top of the stairs is just going to be really, really great. So we'll do another one of these skylights. And I would say that this skylight here in the bathroom, as well as that skylight there over at the cooktop, should be operable. This one's going to bring great stacked airflow. This one will be great to air out your bathroom, although this doesn't have to be operable. We could just use the operable window near the sink. Or actually, this is just at the toilet area. I'm opting not to have a window at the sink and instead bring natural light and ventilation through this operable skylight. So here at the vanity, it's just more opportunity for windows and perhaps wall storage. This window here is operable for the toilet room. Okay, let's see. What else is there to talk about? Oh, right, the ADU, of course. Well, actually, no, let's first go inside the house. I haven't mocked up everything. It's just, I was on a roll, so I kept going for most of the spaces. So as we come in through this door and side light here, we would see a glance of your media room and the vaulted ceiling that I'm proposing for the family room. And here's the kitchen with those 8 skylights, and maybe it's a bit much. Maybe we don't quite need this many, but oh, I think it's so awesome. So amazing. What a space, right? Look at this. We've got our reading nook here. We've got our puja that I haven't really detailed out yet, but we've got this puja space that faces away from the front entry. A preview of the wine room. This amazing kitchen with the flanking dishwashers. Cooktop oven, coffee bar, appliance garage, fridge, pull-out pantry. Amazing little walk-in pantry with natural light and ventilation. And here's that front living room with a vaulted ceiling as well that continues into the vaulted dining room. And I really like this vaulted entry feature, or this cased opening here. It doesn't have to be cased opening. It could be flat top, and that's okay. But, you know, I don't know. I think it's kind of fun to see this vault continue through this vaulted opening. And we've got a bathroom here and a coat closet right there. Isn't this fantastic, though? All right, stairs going up to the existing second story, and not enough changes happening up here. I haven't really mocked up the upstairs or the downstairs here, but, you know, it's working out great. Again, it's not really mocked up enough to see inside, so we'll stick just to these main spaces for now. Okay, let's take a look at the ADU now. So here at the ADU, on the side yard, we're seeing a vaulted, a very simple form, right? I cannot make a simpler form structurally. This thing is a cinch to build and to detail. It doesn't make sense to mess around with it anymore, honestly. There's not a lot of access to natural light. There's not a lot of space to look out onto, so let's just keep it simple. But we do have an abundance of natural light for this ADU, featuring, or especially through this feature window here. And I'm remembering now that you did want a skylight added to this space, so I'll be able to add a skylight, and I think I'll have it. I want it to be on the north side, but maybe it'll be on the south side roof. We'll see. But I'll add the skylight back in. But I really like this vaulted top window here at this vaulted ceiling space for the great room or living space, the kitchen and living space for the ADU. So the ADU's got quite a few windows. We'll step through this gate, and we're in this narrow alley space, but we'll have as many doors and windows as I can have here, while with both of these structures being sprinklered. But you know, from the backyard, the structure is rather innocuous. I've mocked it up as 8 foot tall because I think 8 foot is tall enough for the size of these spaces, especially given that we're going to also vault the larger of the 2 bedrooms. The master bedroom will be vaulted, as well as the great room and kitchen area. So even though the walls are only 8 foot tall, with the vault, it's going to feel fantastic, especially given the size. So yeah, I think other than that one missed skylight in the ADU, that pretty much covers it. The one thing I haven't mentioned perhaps is the fact that the roofing for this pergola is pretty flat. It's too flat to get away with doing, you know, your standard comp shingle roofing. So this would have to be a different kind of roofing, like a TPO or a built-up roofing. But the reason why I want it so low is because I want to be able to get in underneath these skylights and still allow some flashing to happen at these skylights. Okay guys, well, I really look forward to hearing your feedback on this. I think this is a fantastic reimagining of the space that you have now. but I'm sure you'll have feedback, and I can't wait to hear it and incorporate it into this design. Thank you so much.